Hello everyone, this is Monte Hueftle, and welcome to Think Clean. What is Think Clean? It is the quality of energy that you communicate to your nervous system, and it is this quality of energy that reverses TMS pain and other symptoms. It is the transforming therapy in TMS. Now, Think Clean is not Pollyannish thinking. It is not thinking positive, and it is not a way that you can avoid or deny your feelings. So let me lay a little groundwork before we get into the Think Clean practice. Dr. John Sarno's masterpiece was telling us what TMS is. He told us to think psychologically, to stop treatments and resume activity. He alerted us to the fact that repressed emotions are involved, that a distraction or pain strategy is at work to keep us from experiencing our emotions, and also that type A traits are common in people who experience TMS. So our masterpiece is now to take this information and to put it to work in our life. We can change the effects of TMS when we choose to actively engage in this healing process. So TMS is a chronic dynamic mind-body pattern that is caused by our thoughts and behaviors. These thoughts and behavior patterns are doing two things: generating inner tension, number one, and number two, repressing emotional energy. In each of these cases, we're generating inner tension that gets automatically communicated to our autonomic nervous system and then manifested into symptoms. So Sarno told us type A traits were involved, and now we know how. When we are in our personality traits, our dominant chronic ones, we are more likely to generate inner tension and repress emotions with these thoughts and behavior patterns. So this is not about changing our personality traits. This is about changing the parts of us that are generating inner tension and repressing emotional energy. So we can change the quality of our thoughts and behaviors. So let's get started. Think Clean is a multifaceted practice, and it has 3 steps. It begins with number 1, emotional awareness. What are my dominant traits or patterns? How do I behave? What do I think when I go into my chronic tension-generating, emotion-repressing patterns? How am I feeling physically and emotionally? Take your awareness deeper for a strategy that you can use. Next time I catch myself in this way of being, how can I behave in a more open way? Or what can I think that will not make me so uptight? Let that be some of your homework in your emotional awareness investigation. Step 2 is the quality of your focus or your attention. Where do I choose to put my focus? For example, when you are feeling overwhelmed, you can choose to focus on being overwhelmed and why, and this generates tension, or you can choose to focus on being calm and how do I get to that state, which is going to provide you some relief. If you're in a competitive mode, you can focus on impressing others, winning at all cost, worrying about what if I don't win, what are others thinking about me, and all of that generates tension. Or you can choose to focus on bringing the best of yourself, keeping your attention on what you are doing, how you are being mindful of how you can bring your best effort, your best thought or action, and this provides relief. And step 3, and this is the transforming therapy step, is learning how to experience or feel your emotional energy versus repressing those emotions or that energy. You can choose to experience your life situations with your old, conditioned, chronic thoughts, and that is repression. Or you can choose to experience your life situations by being with your emotional energy and not going into the old, familiar, repressing patterns. In other words, you challenge your repression and experience your emotions by doing the opposite of what you usually do. If you usually go into outburst, instead, take a breath, breathe, stay within yourself, don't raise your voice, Don't throw a tantrum, and instead express to someone how you feel. This is what I am feeling right now. I feel that I'm being unfairly blamed. And there you go, you opened up. If you usually shut down and hold stuff in, you challenge this repression activity by not shutting down, by not holding everything in. Instead, you open up and you language to someone. I want you to know what I'm experiencing right now. I feel that you are being unfair to me, or I feel that you are not listening to me, and this is why. And I feel, and there you go. You've just opened up again, and you did the opposite of what you normally do. Now, this is also a place where you can use quality questions to help direct you. How can I be in this situation and be more open? Or use a what-if question. What if I didn't go into chronic worry and everything worked out fine? What would happen then? How would I feel? What would I be thinking? When you ask yourself these questions, you will receive guidance. You may not like that guidance because it's going to direct you to be more open, to be more truthful. But I would suggest that you follow it. Try it out. And please understand, this is not about labeling your emotion and investigating why it is present. You can do that with your therapist or do that when you journal. This is about allowing your emotional energy to be, to move, and to not get stuffed down and stuck in the present time of your day-to-day life. People use their constant worry, their controlling, pleasing, striving, and perfecting thoughts and behaviors to avoid feelings. You can use Think Clean, this strategy, to reverse that repression process. Now, for some of you, there's going to be a roadblock here. For some of you, this is too simple in the psychological world. Now, don't get me wrong, it is hard and challenging work. But for some, there's not enough fireworks, or you believe that in order to change this pain pattern that you've been experiencing in your body for the past 5 years, then surely there has to be some big, huge explosion taking place. And you may be even saying to yourself, if I just changed everything, then why do I still have this pain symptom? And I know you want instant gratification and you want physical proof that what you just experienced is really working. So for a few days, give up the whom, the how, the why, and the when reasoning stuff, and just experience the practice of Think Clean, and experience or allow that transformation to take place, because it will. And so I'm asking for some faith here and some trust. But what do they say about faith or trust? You can't experience faith unless you are in a situation that requires you to have it. And so here you go. You have that opportunity now. So thank you for viewing Think Clean today. I hope it benefited you. I would also like to let you know you can download a free Think Clean MP3 audio program. Just go to www.runningpain.com/updates with an S.html, and you can view all of the past updates, and you can also download that free MP3 audio program. So thank you for joining today. I hope it benefited you, and I look forward to meeting you again. Thanks.